Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining us and welcome to our presentation. I am Bita and I'm pleased to work on this theme with dear Golsa, Sahra, Dawood, and Suhad. On behalf of our team, I would like to thank our dear professor, dear Aida, for guiding us throughout this course. Today, we will be presenting our PESTLE analysis on a Netflix company. Let us dive into our presentation and share our findings with you. Netflix is a company that lets you watch TV shows and movies by paying a monthly fee. It was started in 1997 by Reed Hastings and Mark Randolph and has become very popular. Netflix is worth over 213 billion and has over 280 million subscribers all over the world. This means that many people worldwide use Netflix to watch their favorite shows and movies. At the first, Netflix concentrated on delivering DVDs by mail, but as the industry transformed, the companies shifted its focus to streaming services, which are now its primary emphasis. One of the main reasons why Netflix is successful is because of content selection. There are many different types of shows and movies to choose from, and they also come in many different languages. Netflix always adds new content to keep subscribers engaged, and also it focuses on producing high quality original content. On the other hand, Netflix provides a wide variety of shows and movies that subscribers can watch whenever they want for a low price. PESTLE Analysis examines political, economic, sociocultural, technological, environmental, and legal factors affecting a business like Netflix. It helps Netflix understand what's happening in the world around them and makes plans to stay competitive. So, by doing a PESTLE analysis, Netflix can identify new opportunities and avoid problems. In this slide, I'm going to explain about political factors. In simple terms, political factors can affect how Netflix does business. Some governments have rules about what kind of content can be shown on streaming services, like Netflix. For example, China has strict rules about foreign media and has banned some US tech giant limiting Netflix growth in the country. But however, governments can also help by offering tax breaks or money to the entertainment industry. So, by using political analysis, Netflix has to be careful and balance the opportunities and risks of working in different places. Thanks for your attention. I will hand it over the presentation to my dear teammates.
Hello, everybody. Thanks for joining us in this presentation about PESTLE analysis of Netflix. Here in this stage, I'm talking about economic factor and societal factor of Netflix. Economic factor is a vital issue for the CEO and the board of directors of Netflix because inflation rates and also interest rates has a very important role in profitability of a company. If the CEO and also the board of directors and managers of the company don't aware of the control of the cost of production and subscription fee, it will lead to collapse their customers, and as a result, the company will face a lot of problems in financial issues such as less profitability. And also here, if the company couldn't afford to control the economic factors and the economic issues over this industry and over this company, it will actually leave the stage for the rivals and other competitors to enter the market and take place of Netflix in this stage, and it will lead to company to bankruptcy. So economic factor and controlling the production of the products and also the subscription fee, and also the other variables such as inflation rate and interest is very vital for this company to control its well-known reputation and also the profitability. The other factor which is more important for the company such as Netflix or the other companies in this industry is the societal factor. Actually, if a company such as Netflix stream its products in South America or the North America or even in Europe, the ingredients of that product would be inappropriate in different countries, such as Muslim countries in Asia or in Africa or any places. So, understanding the culture of each nation with Netflix is entering the market where is very vital and a very important factor for the manager and the CEO of the company because entering each market, entering any country without understanding the cultures and understanding the categorization of the people and the behavior will lead to very catastrophic consequences such as bans or demonstration over the company, and actually it will have bad sequences and consequences for the company, and as a result the company would lose its profitability and reputation in those areas. Because of the lack of time, I leave the stage for the other teammates to continue the PESTLE analysis of Netflix. Thank you so much.
Hi everyone. I would like to talk about the fourth factor of the PESTLE analysis, which focuses on the technological factors and play a major role in the success of Netflix. First of all, Netflix uses data analytics to analyze viewer behavior and preferences, which helps the company make informed decisions on content production and acquisition. This approach has helped Netflix to maintain its position as a leader in the streaming industry. In addition, its investment in VR technology enhances the viewing experience for its subscribers. And this move could give Netflix a competitive edge over other competitors. Another technological factor contributing to the growth of Netflix is its investment in advanced video compression technology that has developed a new video encoding system which allows more efficient use of storage space and faster download speeds. Thank you for listening to me. I hand the presentation over to my dear teammate.
Hi everyone, today I am going to talk about the environmental factors of PESTLE analysis and also about the managerial decisions of Netflix. So first of all, the environmental factors can have a significant impact on the operations and performance of companies like the Netflix. In a PESTLE analysis, environmental factors can have a plethora amount of factors that can influence on the company's operations and growth. Here there are some factors analyzed. So first of all, the climate change. Climate change and its impact on weather patterns could affect Netflix operation. For example, extreme weather conditions could disrupt internet connectivity and also causes some streaming issues. And also the second one is the energy consumption. The increasing demand for energy and the electricity to support the growth of streaming services like the Netflix may result in higher energy cost and also the carbon footprint. Then the environmental regulations, increasing government regulations aimed at reducing carbon emissions and other environmental concerns could result in higher costs of Netflix. And the next one is the recycle and waste management. So this one is the Netflix production of films and shows may result in significant amount of waste, like inefficient recycling and waste management processes could harm the environment. Then it comes sustainable packaging. In the event of physical DVD or the Blu-ray rentals, sustainable packaging may be required to reduce the environmental impact of their packaging materials. Then the last one I want to discuss that the green technology, and Netflix has an opportunity in this sector that to adopt the green technology in its data centers and other operations so that it can reduce the carbon footprint. So I think by considering all these environmental factors, Netflix can better understand the external forces which could impact its operations and develop strategies to mitigate the risks and also to leverage the opportunities. Okay, so now I would like to invite my next team member, dear Golsa, to present a topic. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Gosa, and today I'm going to be talking to you about the legal factors that Netflix needs to consider in their business: copyright laws, content regulation, and data privacy regulation. So let's get started. The first legal factor that we are going to talk about is copyright laws. Basically, Netflix streams a tons of content from third-party providers. And to do that legally, they need to make sure that they have the right licenses and also permissions. Otherwise, they could get in some serious trouble, like being hit with a copyright violation claim or losing money from lost revenue. Next up, we've got content regulation. Basically, governments regulate the contents that they are on TV and also streaming platforms to make sure that people aren't being exposed to harmful or offensive material. So Netflix has to comply with these regulations to avoid getting fined or penalized. One example of this is the Children's Online Privacy Protection Act, which is in the United States. And this requires Netflix to get parental consent before collecting personal information from kids who are under 13. Last but not least, we've got data privacy regulation. Netflix collects a tons of users' data, so they need to make sure that they are complying with regulations like the General Data Protection Regulation to protect user privacy and avoid getting sued. If they don't, they could face some legal action and lose users' trust. So there you have it. Those are the legal factors that Netflix needs to keep in mind as they operate their business. And by complying with copyright laws, content regulation, and data privacy regulation, they can stay out of trouble and keep their users happy. Thank you so much for listening, and I will hand it over to my next dear teammates. Thank you.
According to PESTLE Analysis, technological and economic factors are two critical factors in the success of Netflix. But how are these factors important for Netflix, and what effects do they have on this company? The success of Netflix in the streaming industry depends on these factors as competition intensifies. Moreover, with the increasing use of technology and data analytics, other streaming services may adopt similar personalized content recommendations, leading to a more competitive market. As a result, Netflix needs to maintain its leadership position in the industry by investing in technology and producing original content. Also, we should know what are the potential implications of the mentioned factors. Regarding technology, the rise of 5G networks could enable Netflix to offer higher quality video content and improve user experience. But this may also lead to greater competition from other streaming services as they follow this trend. And considering economics, the cost of content production is projected to continue increasing, particularly when Netflix has to compete with other streaming services. To counter this problem, Netflix may have to use alternative revenue resources like advertising or merchandising. Thank you for listening to me. My dear teammate continues with some managerial recommendations.
Thank you, Zara. Now it's time for some recommendations from the management, and for that, based on the above PESTLE analysis of Netflix, here are some managerial recommendations that could help the company in future. So, first of all, for political factors, to identify the political threats and opportunities, Netflix should monitor the political changes and regulations related to the streaming services, such as net neutrality laws, copyright laws, and intellectual property laws, private regulations, and also the company need to update accordingly with the government policies. Then for the economic factors, Netflix can achieve a new customer base and increase the revenue by diversifying its content offerings and pricing strategies. And also they can do targeting different segments of the market and partnering with other businesses to generate new revenue streams. Then for the socio-cultural factor, Netflix should consider the socio-cultural differences of its target markets by changing the preferences of consumers and also by tailoring its content of offerings accordingly. Then it comes for the technological factor. Netflix should continue to invest in technological advancements to enhance its streaming platforms performance and to use artificial intelligence, and also for the virtual reality to provide innovative and personalized content recommendations to its users. Then the environmental factor, Netflix should adopt eco-friendly business practices such as using the renewable energy sources and also reducing carbon emissions. Then finally, for the legal factor, Netflix should ensure that it complies with all applicable laws and regulations related to the business operation. Okay, so now I would like to invite Golsa again to conclude our presentation. Thank you everyone. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Now I just wrap up our group presentation on Netflix, and I'm here to share with you the conclusion. We all know that Netflix has been a game changer in the entertainment industry, right? With personalized viewing, vast content, and affordable subscriptions, it's no wonder that they've become so popular. But let's not forget that in order to stay on top, Netflix needs to keep being adaptable and innovative. Our PESTLE analysis shows us that external factors like politics, economics, society, and technology can impact Netflix operations. Overall, the PESTLE analysis helps Netflix identify opportunities and also threats so that they can develop strategies to stay ahead in the entertainment industry. And by keeping up with the changing times, Netflix can continue to offer its customers amazing service and remain a leader in the entertainment industry. Before concluding, I would like to express my gratitude to my group members for their hard work and dedication towards this project. Each of them has contributed their unique skills and ideas which have made this project a success. I would also like to thank our professor, dear Ida, for her guidance and mentorship throughout this project. Thank you so much, and I hope you enjoyed listening to this presentation.